Alright. Well, I just rested and learned a bunch of new spells, so hopefully I'm good to go. I've decided that for the rest of this, I'm just going to edit out all these fights. They're not worth putting you through. And, I mean, if there's something interesting, if there's an interesting new monster, then I'll show it to you, but this will be a lot more fun without having to look at all this or watch all these stupid fights. Tama says, there must be a way leading onward, Lucas. I suggest that we search diligently for teleporters. Teleportals. Alright, well, let's cast Detect. And there's a couple right there. I notice, for some reason, I don't have sound. Let me see what's going on here. Well, I don't know why this game doesn't have sound all of a sudden. Hopefully, when I start again next time, I'll have it. Okay, so this is the floor we're on. Obviously, I need to get over here. The teleported me from there to here. So there's going to be a lot of teleporters. I've got to find the right one. So probably not the right one. Nope. Possible. I'm going to go the furthest one away from the door. Ah, bingo. Teleportal to the main corridor. Must be a teleporter there. But I don't want to go to the main corridor. I want to go up. So we're on Maratul 5, almost on Maratul 6, which means we're almost done with this whole freaking tower. Boring fight. And done. So I decided to talk a little bit about... Ooh, I need shield spells. Oh yeah, everyone's way out. The difference between this game and Magic Candle 1. Magic Candle 1, again, the story is that Driax is escaping from the Magic Candle because the 4 and 40 guardians guarding the candle got massacred somehow, and you have to stop the candle from melting all the way before the demon escapes. This game follows up on what happens to the 4 and 40 guardians. We've talked to some of the ghosts who were some of the guardians, and they reveal the mystery of what had happened to them. Magic Candle 1 is really similar to this, but it's much less, I guess, user friendly. It's harder to get around. It's just an older game. I mean, their controls are clunkier. The graphics are a little bit worse. I mean, I don't care about the graphics too much, but when you start, you go to the castle and you have a room full of people who just want to come along with you. You don't go around and find people. But visiting the gods, visiting the overworld teleporter combinations is all the same. So it really is actually a really fun game if you can just get around some of the things that are nice about this game. For example, you sheath your weapons after every battle, so every fight you have to go and draw your weapons all over again, and it gets to be a pain in the butt after, you know, the 50th fight, and you have to draw everything all over again. Let's see exactly where we're at here. I've almost beaten the game, actually, just going through a walkthrough. Never got all the way through it. But I mean, it's pretty fun. Okay, so there are 4 ways upstairs. I'm going to go to this door right here. Oh, and L dies out of arrows. think there are something like 30 characters total in this game. The characters you can get come in a really wide variety. There aren't classes in this game, but there are races, and that's basically a class. Humans are predominantly good with the sword. They have some humans have some access to magic, and they're kind of I guess well-rounded. Dwarves have no access to magic, but they're really good at axe, and they hit harder than most, but they're stronger. They're usually your fighters. Elves have access to magic too, and obviously they're good with bows. And then there's wizard. Wizard's actually a race in this, and they are exactly what you would think. They're spellcasters. I was already up to 90 out of 99 axe. Getting pretty good. And 81 archery. So, you know, the people you can get are either elves, dwarves, humans, or wizards, and they fill whatever role you need. There's also halflings. Halflings I never take because you need them. They're incredibly important for money. Halflings are really good trade people. They have a high trade skill. So what you can often do in the game is, one thing that we used to do a lot of is they sell in certain cities, like they sell furs. Oh shit, I'm gonna forget a spell, I just know it. They'll sell furs for really cheap. Yep, there it goes. I'm gonna have to save and restore because it's not worth doing this all over again. Let me just edit this out and back up a little bit. Okay, let's try this again. This time let's recall something crappy. What a freaking waste of time. Stupid forget. And we'll just get rid of this fight. And done. See, this is much better than having to go through all these dumb fights. Now I went this way predominantly because I want to come down here, because I believe there's something buried here, and I doubt it's anything good, but I'm on a mission to find an item that I've never encountered before in this game. First of all, let's look. Snake's Heaven. This must not be it because I've found this before. Arthur treasure, 5 cylinders, cones. Not bad. Okay, Maratul 7. Let's look at this map here. One level to go. Alright. These are the 4 entrances are below, so I need to get here, so I just need to go around to that and right there. Simple enough. And of course I forget. Screw this. Okay, I'm not even going to try to fight them. I'm going to see if I can just walk around that fight completely. Oh, and I can. There's probably another one right here. Hugged wall. Excellent. Bam. Let's check out what's in my treasure chest. And a pearl plate. Ooh, okay. This is exciting. Pearl plate is a fairly unique item. I think there's only 2 of them in the game, maybe 3. And it's kind of neat to have. Pearl plate's part of the mythology of this game. There's a race of people they call the Petras who opposed Zakhad before, and Zakhad turned all the Petras to stone, and they used to have pearl plate as their armor. Sorry, I got interrupted, but the interesting thing about pearl plate is I never have learned if it's better or not than Methril. And I remember I tested it once when I was a kid, and I thought it was identical, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on. My armor absorption right now is 19, so if I get hit and I absorb 19, then I'll know that it's identical to Methril, but it's kind of neat to have on Pearl Plate. I feel like my character looks cooler now, and that's really half the game, isn't it? Alright, so here we're on the 8th and final level. Looks like I've got to go down here, down, wait, no, I'm blocked in here. There must be a portal. Let's find out. I'm gonna get ambushed. Holy smokes. Alright, I've started this again real quickly because I'm going to see if I can get Lucas attacked and see if I have more than 19 absorption. But I'm pretty sure that slime is just going to try to run away from me and not attack me. Yep, there he goes. What a waste. Should have done it on those stupid skeletons because they would have attacked me for sure. Alright. Let's see if I just can't get attacked by this skeleton. I'll leave him at 2 hit points. Man, Tamas always only gets one freaking hit. Alright, as soon as this turns over, we will see. Oh! I only absorbed 14. Pearl Plate is less good than Methril by a lot. Is that right? Ugh. Why would I climb all the way to the top of a tower and find something that sounds as cool as Pearl Plate only to learn it's garbage? That, my friends, is garbage. That's the definition of garbage. How disappointing. So my younger self was right. That is worthless. Oh well. I guess I won't feel like my character looks super cool. What a waste of time. How stupid. Why would I find rare armor that's worse than armor I can buy? Let's take it off. Put my Methril back on. Pierce. Sure. Okay. I'm going to have to cast Detect down here. After I repel the hell out of some snakes. I don't know why I can't just chop them in half. I got the great sword Brennix. It's probably up here because it's the most annoying way to go. Oh, found it on accident. And it looks like I'm right where I want to be. Yep, now I just go north and then probably north again. Yeah, I got hit again and I have 19 armor now instead of 14. So disappointed in Pearl Plate. I think I used to use that as a kid. What was wrong with me? Ooh, disappear. No, I want Eflin to have that. Yes, that will be helpful later on. Teleportal back to the entrance, so I don't want to stand near that. There's a spell that lets me look in these doors. Vision. Monsters guarding a fountain. Okay, so that's not where I want to go. The way out is through. Just for the hell of it. Oops. Something special. Madeir envisions something special. I wonder what that could be. Oh, a ghost. Let's talk to this ghost. The ghost reacts. Read paragraph 25. Let's do it. And paragraph 25 reads, the ghost's agonized screams suddenly change into doleful sobs. Your eyes begin to clear and your fear becomes sympathy as you see the ghost as a motherly woman. Speak no more, she cries. The news you bring in your thoughts is sufficient. Allow me time to add the grief you bring to the anguish I already feel. You feel her agony as if she were your own mother dropping to her knees and wailing before you. Should you leave? Can you leave? As you ponder, the ghost rises. She repeats, speak no more. Your thoughts are clear to me, and far from welcome. My son, my only son. Choking back tears, the ghost continues. I am Ermithra, the mother of Haran, and another of the 40 who guarded the 4 who guarded the candle in Berbeza. I can remember little, save following the captors of the Eldon Zeldoni to the utmost of my power, and hoping that Haran, the pride of my life, had somehow escaped the massacre. I cannot thank you for bringing word of my son, yet I must thank you for laying his soul to rest, and beg you to do the same for my own. In return, I assure you that the Eldon Zeki is trapped nearby in a flame of blasphemous mockery at the candle of Berbeza, and warn you that Zeki is guarded by a fearsome Nar. May the good gods be with you. The shade of Ermitha transforms back into the horrifying ghost, but beneath it you can still see a puddle of tears. Oh, how sad. So let's put her to rest, grab my scroll, and then the spell calms the bereaved soul of the warden of Berbeza and delivers her to her final rest. She leaves a gray scroll behind. And now we can begin our campaign in earnest. To free the Eldons, extinguish the magic candles, and kill Zakad. And now we can definitely take this teleporter back. Must be here. Excellent. Okay. Is there a teleporter in here that I want to use? Crap, I can't remember. I'm going to check one thing really quick. Madeir, tell me what's behind that door. Teleportal. Amazing. Now we are going to go to probably my least favorite place in the entire game. We're going to the mines of Dorak. Dorak was inspired by, or obviously inspired by, Cube Cylinder. By the mines of Moria in Lord of the Rings. I say that because it is a mine that, or is a, it's an old home of the dwarves that has now been taken over by evil monsters. In addition, there is an east entrance and a west entrance because the mines go all the way through the mountain range. Oop, there's the entrance. Oh, I'm going to find the... I'm at the east entrance right now, so I believe the word I need to whisper is Zera Denak. Yes. Now, the reason Dorak is annoying is basically solely due to its length. It is huge. It's 7 levels deep, and it's not like a tower like Maratul. It's like you go from level 2 to level 5, then from 5 to 3, then 3 to 7, then back to 2. And it's incredibly confusing, and depending on, you can see I'm in Dorak 2. I didn't even start on Dorak 1. You start on Dorak 1 if you go into the west entrance. You start on Dorak 2 if you go in the east entrance. And it's, God only knows which the fastest way is. I can never keep this place straight. So I'm just going to try my best to get through this as quickly as I can. I get to the bottom. Now there is a Dorak has a lot of stuff in it. There is a magical axe in here that's better than Orcbane that I'm using. There is a god in here that will reward me for having dwarf in my party, and there is a monster in here called Vankra. And Vankra, you know, obviously you haven't heard anything about it because I've just been blazing through everything, but Vankra is a name that's whispered over and over again by NPCs in this game. Is probably the most powerful being in this game, and in fact it is. You can't kill it. I mean, it's possible, but it's unclear whether you can or not. I've had a lot of discussions about this. So this is, I mean, it's probably the most interesting mine in the game, but it's long and confusing. Lucas gazes in wonder at the mines of Dorak. The legends name these mines the first home of dwarven kind in Gertex, and possibly the oldest mines in the world. Yeah, there's a lot of lore behind it. There is the monster Vankra, who everyone is terrified of, east entrance. It's a crazy place. Eldai says, "Why would the dwarves want to live underground, Lucas? Up above there's the beauty of the flowering forest, there's fresh air, there are blue skies and bright sunlight. Down here there are only veins of precious gems and loads of silver and gold." Well, I think you answered your own question, Eldai. Tamas says, "We should exercise utmost caution, Lucas. As we go deeper into these mines, the dangers are bound to become greater. Even here, the close to the entrance, the forces of darkness are likely to lurk." And they are. There are freaking ambushes everywhere. Tamas says, my, how colorful. Someone worked hard to erect this rainbow barrier of energy fields, Lucas. Now I suppose we must work to destroy it with pierce spells. Well, that must be how you do it. Good thing I memorized 99 of them earlier, on accident. I think I'm just wasting time back here. Oh, Kruger says, "Looks like some wizard got too smart for himself, Lucas. All those energy fields guarding the dead end are like a signpost saying, 'Dig here for buried treasure.'" Yeah, there's nothing down here. It's just a treasure, but what the hell. Get Lucas on the end. Use a shovel. Oops. Use a shovel. And I get a scroll from Strefiano. "To the Hodley Ducks, greetings. In the third mines below the first mines, we must reach the moon corner south of the rotten signpost. Climb into a rock or jump into a hole, flap your lovely wings, and sing your beautiful songs." This is a clue of how to beat Dorak. I can't even begin to interpret it. This just shows you how crazy this place is. We have to go to the third mines below from the first mine to the third mines. Then we have to go to some place called the moon corner. So we have to find a rotten signpost and go south of there, and then climb onto a rock or jump into a hole. Whatever the freak that means. Oh, Dorak. I think there's an ambush there. I'm not walking in the middle of that. But for now, we need to head north, and the only way north is this door over here. I think these are stairs, my dear. What are those? Yep, envisions nothing. Yep, that just takes you to Dorak 1. Oh, damn it. Did it again. Oh well, I don't care. I'll look at the map of floor 1. Combat, nothing too strong. And kill them without so much as using a fireball. Poisoned. But I get picks. What a waste. I just realized that I forgot to do something. And I have 2 locas left. To use the scrolls, I have to take them to a library and research them. Ooh, there's an ogre. That red dude is an ogre. I'll let you see this fight just to give you an idea of what these guys are like. Ogres have, like I said, like 500 hit points, and they also have a strong ranged attack. So you have to take them seriously. Sometimes when you're in Ruz, you get attacks like 4 or 5 of these at a time. Oh, of course I miss. Yeah, I did 56 damage. He says 444. So he does have exactly 500 hit points. And I can't seem to hit the bastard. These guys soak up a lot of damage and take a lot of time, so you can't. You'll pretty much always have to use a time stop just to win these fights. Probably not going to, because there's really, I mean, he might do a little bit of damage, but I'm not too concerned about anything serious here. In fact, I'll even let him survive a round just so you can see what he does. I'll kill everyone else who's a threat to me. Oh, he's running. Well, there you go. Guess you don't get to see anything. Sorry for wasting your time. Use pick. 20 potions, sure. The floor shudders. The floor shakes, the walls shudder. A voice deeper and stronger than Lucas has ever heard vibrates through the mines. Aha! I hear the footsteps of the children of light. Come to me and receive what you deserve. That is the voice of Vankra. Kruger says, no children of light have ever heard the voice of Vankra's voice and lived to describe it. Lucas, right now we seem to be a temporary exception. If I get my wish, we'll make the exception permanent. Yeah, he's a badass. A man in tarnished armor raises to his feet. His eyes are sunken, his cheeks are hollow. Beneath the grime, his flesh seems to be as white as his hair. He leans on his sword and waits. I'm going to end this here, but when we get back, I'm going to the libraries. I'm going to go back and visit that god, and we're going to power up and kick some ass.